Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insight with Paul on Nkane TV. I am your host, Paul, and tonight we have a special program lined up for you. We're diving into a topic that's on the minds of many Nigerians: surviving in diaspora as a Nigerian. Our guest tonight is Mr. Tunde, a successful businessman who has been living in Manchester, United Kingdom for over 20 years. Tunde has experienced the heights and lows of life abroad, and he is here to share invaluable insights with us. Welcome to the show, Mr. Tunde.
Welcome, Nkane TV. Welcome, viewers.
Yeah, it's so nice having you tonight on the program.
Likewise.
Let's get straight into it. Tunde, many Nigerians are eager to move abroad, often in search of better opportunities. Can you start by telling us what motivated you to move to the UK 20 years ago?
What actually motivated me to move to the UK like 20 years ago was to, leave my country in search of a greener pasture and also to boost my business and to make it well recognized in the global world. That is the reason why I moved to the UK.
So when you first arrived, what were some of the immediate challenges you faced?
I can say that living in diaspora could be really challenging. You face some challenges in terms of difference in culture, navigating the unfamiliar system in the UK, and you face a lot of stereotypes and discrimination as a foreigner in the UK. But, bear in mind, these are the challenges you face. But with time, you overcome these challenges and you get to stabilize, you get to understand the system, and you get to fit in. You understand? So those are the challenges you face.
Okay, I'm sure many viewers are wondering about that right now. Can you tell us, Mr. Tunde, how did you overcome those hurdles, especially in terms of finding a job?
I think one of the ways you can connect to, you can overcome those challenges is by connecting to other people, other people in your country. Like you connect to people in the same cultural, ethnic groups in diaspora. You connect with, building connections around social media, and getting to know people. That way you can connect and you can overcome those challenges.
Thinking about connection, community, and the rest, how important is it to connect with fellow Nigerians when living abroad?
I think it's very important in terms of getting to know people that have been in the country before you came. They can always pull you through. They can tell you how the system works, and they can enlighten you more about the whole system in the UK. So having said that, it doesn't mean you have to take this advice from these people. Some could be negative, some could be positive. But you filter it, then you know the way to go. I think that is quite important though.
Yeah, that's very, very important. And I think our viewers are also taking notes of all this you're saying today. Now let's talk about success. You have established a successful business in Manchester. What advice would you give to Nigerians at home planning to start their own ventures abroad?
I think success doesn't come easily. It goes with a lot of challenges, as we all know. When planning to establish a business in the UK, you have to be ready to face a lot of challenges in terms of, like I said earlier, the system is quite different from the system back home. And the taxing system over here is very effective as well. We all know the taxing system here is pay as you earn. So the tax system alone will kill you, but Like I said, if you endure and you keep doing what you're doing and you know what you're doing and you focus on your business, you're definitely gonna win at the end of the day. It's a no rush, area. You just have to be constant.
Thanks for the wise words, Mr. Tunde. There's this fear, many people fear moving abroad might mean losing touch with their roots. How do you maintain your Nigerian identity while living in the UK?
Um, is very easy. Living in the UK or diaspora as a whole, as a Nigerian, could be very challenging, and it also comes with challenges and opportunities as well. So, personally, based on my personal experience, I think for you to overcome those challenges, you have to you have to share your culture, you have to connect with other people from similar background as you are. Then that way you can overcome those challenges, and you communicate.
I guess that's why you have things like the towns meeting,
You understand?
community meetings, like all these diaspora Nigerians and diaspora communities, etc. Well, that's very inspiring. As we wrap up, what final piece of advice would you give to Nigerians contemplating to move abroad?
What I could say is, as a Nigerian planning to move abroad, you have to be financially buoyant. For you to set up a business, you have to know that, success doesn't come easily. Like I said earlier, you face a lot of challenges whilst in the UK or diaspora as a whole. In terms of culture, the system back home is quite different from the system down here. So you face a lot of challenges, but if you keep persisting and you know what you're doing and you're doing the best, you will definitely overcome.
What final piece of advice would you give to Nigerians contemplating to move abroad?
What I could say is, as a Nigerian planning to move abroad, you have to be financially buoyant. For you to set up a business, you have to know that, success doesn't come easily. Like I said earlier, you face a lot of challenges whilst in the UK or diaspora as a whole. In terms of culture, the system back home is quite different from the system down here. So you face a lot of challenges, but if you keep persisting and you know what you're doing and you're doing the best, you will definitely overcome. Definitely, yeah.
Thank you so much, Tunde, for sharing your journey and insight with us tonight. I am sure our viewers have gained a lot of valuable information.
Thank you, Nkeitere. Thank you.
And to our viewers, thank you for tuning in to Insight with Paul. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and good night.